Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's cryptocurrencies update for Friday, November the 15th, 2024. Halfway through November. And honestly, I don't have another slide than the previous one. We are still dealing with Fibonacci extensions or extensions of extensions, meaning we're not dealing with the typical 161.8, 200% type of extensions for third and fifth waves, but we're dealing with 3 to 400% extensions. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrencies that never adheres to what's normal. We believe that Bitcoin is somewhere in this smaller fourth wave here, potentially an even smaller fourth wave down here, and still has some ways to go before it will reach its final target, not all for wave 5, but for a larger third wave. And remember, we cannot get it right all the time, but we try to be as accurate as possible using Fibonacci and target zones. But in the end, it is up to you to always make sure that you trade profitably, and that means that you manage your risk. That is really all there is to it. And trading is 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. There will be losses, there will be gains. But for now, I think we should be really focusing on gains given where we are in this current rally. And again, there are many ways for you to make money. Please use that from my services. Please use that to your advantage. So in today's update, I primarily want to focus on Bitcoin using some of the extensions that we have been looking for. So here is the teal or light blue wave 3, where we reached the 261.8% extension at 90,318. We had a one-day pullback, which most likely was teal wave 4, and then wave 5. Now this wave 5 here for wave 3 could also be a 1 of 3 to be determined, okay? We just had a shallow pullback right here to the 23.6% retrace of this blue wave 4. Blue wave 4 so far was a 1.5 day event, could be enough. And if that's the case, then blue wave 5 is underway to ideally the 300% extension, which is very close to the 261.8% extension of this orange wave 3. Remember, blue wave 5 makes up orange wave 3. Orange wave 3 consists of 5 blue waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 106.5 thousand or 106,500,000, that's what we're dealing with, 220,000 are awfully close, right? You're just off by about $4,000, which is not much on 100,000 plus. It's amazing. We're talking 6 digits, okay? So this wave 4, of course, can still subdivide in ABC as well, but the longer term picture points higher. We still believe we are wrapping up 4th and 5th waves. And the ideal higher upside target is 119 to 147,000 for this red wave 3. More about that in a moment. So if I then really do very accurate Fibonacci extensions, I don't want to, of course, get hung up on it too much. Then we have, of course, the same wave count here. The green wave 4 was in August. The gray wave 1, this would then be a leading diagonal. Wave 1, as you can see here, something like this. This would be a quite overlapping, but fair enough diagonal. This is then 1 of 1, 2 of 1, 3 of 1, 4 of 1. Okay, so let me show you that here. So this would be then 1 of 1, and then of course we'll have here we have 2 of 1, right? And then of course we'll have oh, that's the wrong code or the wrong color, and then we get, of course, no, that didn't work. Let's see here. We get this one. This is then 3, as you can see. And then we only need one more, 4. There we go. All right. 4 and then 5 of 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a nice impulse, by the way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. ABC lower. Nice impulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC lower with a failed C wave, as you can see for this blue wave 2, and then a 1 and a 2, and then the 3 and the 4. And as you can see here again, we got very close for this. If we would zoom in, this teal wave 3, as you can see right there, this one here. at the 261.8, right? Off by just a couple of hundred. Then this wave 4. And now the question is this wave 3? As you can see, it gets very close to this overlap here, the 3 in 100% extension at 94,679, 94,560, 94,39. So this could be 3, okay? Or we're going to subdivide it all the way to here. This should then be 4, okay? To be determined, but as you can see, we have still plenty of upside left to fill in the orange wave 3 target zone, which should be probably around 119,000. Okay, the orange wave 3. I have it here, 109,000. That's also okay. We'll have to wait and see. But it can go to 119,000, can go to 109. Sorry, 109,000 seems to be a little bit more realistic. That is the let's see here. Oopsies, not that one. That is a 261.8% extension right there. See that? There. So that'd be 109,000. Sorry about that. That would match this chart here as well. And then, of course, a pullback for the wave 4, probably to then this one here, probably to about current levels, 94,000 for this wave 4. Okay, there. Let's do this one orange, something like this. And we'll make it 20, a little bit bigger. For the wave 4, something around there. And then a wave 5 to about 119,000, something like that. That would be quite normal. And that was just then the wave 3 and 4. And then, of course, another 5 to complete the gray wave 3, another 4, another 5. Okay, so it's a long story, but it really means we're not done yet. So bigger picture wise, remember this one? Okay, this is something I already shared with you a long time ago. Here's an article. This is from October 23rd, 2023. The 4 phases of Bitcoin. Okay, it's a 4-year cycle, and we've gone through the early bull and the mid bull. And in the early bull, you most of the time get somewhere halfway through a decline, and then the mid bull we've just about to complete by the end of this year, early December, late November. So that's where we expect this wave 5 or wave 3 to top out. Now, as you remember, we had an original upside target somewhere around 105 to potentially 140,000, depending on the Fibonacci extension. Okay. Now, with the current extension already at 90,000, 105 seems too conservative. So then we're going to look here for the 300 to 400% extension. Let's start off with the 300% extension, 216,000. Potentially the 400% extension at 445,000. Yes, that's how high we can go. Of course, we don't know beforehand. Last year, of course, when we presented this, as you can see here, we did not know. See, 106,000. That's what we had last. That's a 200% extension. That's what we start off with. Okay. That's what we thought. But as you see, it's filling in really nicely, right? Yes, March through August was not easy, but it's filling in really nice. So I still believe we're going to top late next year. And once this red wave 3 is complete, we get the red wave 4. So this red wave 3, again, can go to 140,000, as you can see here, which matches really nice here between 120 and 147,000, or 119, 147,000. So this all matches. And then we should see a drop back from those levels back to about 100,000. Would surprise me. Potentially even a little bit lower, but to be determined. So we'll see a rather large pullback. So if I would add some other Fibonacci extensions here, the 200, 238.2, there we go. And then we're going to zoom in, as you can see here. Okay, we're going to zoom in. So you can see here 124 to 138,000 are quite normal Fibonacci extensions for a third wave. Oops, that was the wrong button. Potentially, we're going to go even higher. We're going to put it at the 261.8% extension. Okay, so potentially as high as 164,000. Okay, to be determined. I don't want to become too bullish, but just showing potential upside targets. So anywhere between 124,000 and 164,000. Okay, with a lower limit of 106,000. But 106,000, as we had 105,000, we had. This was all the way back here in late 2023, a year ago, has now, of course, been updated. That's why we say we anticipate, we monitor, and we adjust. So we anticipated over a year ago 106,000. Okay, we're now at 91,000. Not too bad. But we also anticipated a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how the smaller waves exactly going to fill themselves in, we don't really know beforehand. We do know that this red wave 3 is going to subdivide into the green 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far so good. That's exactly what we're seeing. Okay, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. This green wave 4, though, took a lot longer than anticipated. Okay, so we expect the red wave 5 also to take a lot longer than we probably should anticipate originally. But again, anywhere between 105 to 164,000 is not out of the realm of possibilities. We have an ideal of about 124 to 138,000, okay, which matches really nice as well with this chart. So far, so good. I still believe we are wrapping up blue wave 5, or let's put it this way, orange wave 3. So lots and lots of upside to go, but of course, we're going to fill in these 4s and 5s, so expect more upsides than downsides. So let's have a look at what other people are seeing. This is a post from CryptoCon of about 3 days ago, where he was looking for, I believe, a cycle high at around 118, 119,000, okay, somewhere December 24, January 25. All right, let's have a look, right? So that matches, of course, our psychoanalysis really well, which should be the late bull is around late November, early December. All right, so late November, early December is about the same time frame, 118,928. All right, matches really nice, of course, with the upside target we had here. 119, 147,000. So far, so good. That, in our opinion, should then just be wave 3, right? The red wave 3 right there. That's the one we're looking at. Then we get the red wave 4 and then final red wave 5. Oftentimes, fifth waves are quite extended. Don't have to be, but oftentimes they're quite extended. Excellent. Well, there we have it. So that's what we're going to look forward to for Bitcoin. Wrapping up the green wave 5 of red wave 3, a red wave 4 and a red wave 5 to go. Here's a chart that was shared with me by one of my members. Also here we see the wrapping up of the 345, 345, etc., all the way to as high as 146,000. They label it as a wave 1. I don't think so. I think it is the wave 5 of 3, but it's fine. Again, 146,000, not too shabby. And here you can see, of course, the labels don't match the price action or axle, but it's just to work with the space available. Okay, so this also suggests 146,000. Okay, well, not too bad, 147,000. Okay, let's have a look at this chart here as well. What did we say here when we zoomed in? Let's see here. So anywhere between 124, 138, potential 164,000. So that matches really nice as well. Again, when you're not certain exactly about where to expect the top, based on your own analysis, just shop around, see what other people are seeing in the charts. So far, so good. I like it. Okay, so this is independent confirmation of what we're looking for as well. Also here, it really shows you wrapping up of these 4th and 5th waves. All right, so that's enough detail about Bitcoin. I probably could have said it in 5 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that we really dig down into this. Sometimes it's really nice to understand exactly what's going on. So this is then Ethereum. Let's see here if I can find the proper chart. Not that one, not that one, this one here. So we should be wrapping up this orange wave 4 as long as we stay, of course, above the right price levels. We did break below the first one, but this looks still good for a wave 4. This then was the wave 3, right at the lower end of the ideal wave 4 target zone. And then the 5, the 4, the 5, the 4, and the 5 to wrap up 1 of 5. Remember, for Ethereum, it looks better for this. Where did it go? This is interesting. This one. I don't know where it went. For the completion of Black Wave 4 early this year and Black Wave 5 underway. Full confirmation, of course, on a breakout above this upper trend line, right? Still can put on another D and E and then would take off, but for now, this is the preferred bigger picture wave count. There's too little data available to make an accurate prediction for this wave 5, but it's always been for me around 10,000 plus or minus 2,500, something like that. Solana also looks good here for this red wave 4, in my humble opinion. Okay, it will be a little bit shortish, but we should still see higher prices. Okay, we've made a new all-time high, so we still believe that 250 to 300 is in the charts for Solana, bigger picture. Let me pull that one up for you real quick. As you remember, this chart. So we've broken above 210, and then symmetry targets 300. Okay, so anywhere between 250 and 300 is our upside target. 250 is pretty much based on standard Fibonacci impulse patterns using it's the usual extensions, and symmetry targets 300, which would, in my humble opinion, be a little bit more realistic upside target for Solana. All right, moving on to BITO. It should have completed this orange wave 4 and should now be on the way for this orange wave 5 into the high 20s to potentially not. No, the high 20s would be fine. And then we would see a pullback for the gray wave 4. So we should be in this orange wave 5. Okay, there to complete gray wave 3, gray wave 4, gray wave 5, green wave 4, etc. So some have asked about these arrows. Well, those were based on standard Fibonacci-based impulse patterns. We can take those away. That's just the ups and down swings, right? The 4, the 5, the 4, the 5. So again, this one still needs to wrap up several more 4 and 5 waves. So we should now be in this orange wave 5. Target zone reach of 25 based on simple symmetry. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And as you can see, wrapping up 3, 4. Right here at the upper end of the ideal target zone for the wave 4, 23.6%. Held the blue line, should now be on our way for wave 5 into the high to mid 20s, let's put it like that. That's for wave 3. A pullback for wave 4 to about current levels, I would say somewhere around 24, 25, and then another rally, etc. Okay, so this one also has lots of 4s and 5s to go in similarity to, of course, Bitcoin. Looks good. I like it. I see no reason to turn bearish. IBIT, same deal here. These arrows are the standard Fibonacci-based impulse patterns, the 161.8 to 200%, that kind of stuff. But it shows you what waves to expect, the blue ones, the orange ones, and the gray ones. But those are, of course, off the table now, this path, because we've extended. And we're nicely channel surfing for this wave 4, we believe, has completed. So we're going to put that one there. It should now be this wave 5 to about 56 to 59, and then a pullback for wave 4, etc. All right, so same sequence. Of course, hasn't been confirmed yet. This red wave 5 has not been confirmed yet because we haven't completed even a impulse for this wave 3, really 5 waves up. That would go a long way. But this is the path we're looking forward to fill in over the next days to weeks. And that's really all I have for this week. I hope you appreciate it. Sorry if I maybe was a little bit long-winded, but I just want to really hammer home how we analyze the Fibonacci extensions we're using. How do we get to these bigger picture upside targets? Are they going to be achieved? I don't know. I do know that in October of last year, we said we're going to reach 106,000, contingent on holding, of course, above key price levels, and that has always happened. It took a long time for it to finally fill itself in, but as they say, the bigger the base, the bigger the rally, and a big rally we have. Looks much better than the stock market, in my humble opinion. But for now, this looks very nice. And again, I do not take back my position on that. The whole March through July, August timeframe was much better spent at the metals complex because they were rallying, adding 30%, and Ethereum was down 30%. So I would have shuffled my money around from cryptos into gold and silver and miners, make 30% or even half of that, and then put it back in once the rally started and got confirmed into Ethereum. That's the way I approach the markets. That's the way I look at it. It needs to work. Doesn't work all the time, and whatever floats your boat. If you want to sit through things, you sit through it. Just my opinion, just a point of view that hopefully you can use next time right? So you can think of, let's put money to work where it works. And that's not dead money, right? In the end, you're investing. So you need to have your money work for you at all times. Take care, trade safe. Thank you so much for being a valued premium member, and I'll see you all next week.